everyone. Welcome to the Red Room. Well, it has been a hell of a week in
It
regarding
has,
in the Russian roulette of role-playing games.
and as well,
Polemic,
we are late to the party, but we
as
wanted
always.
we still like to talk about it. And there's something I think it's new to talk about. Yeah, it's new. Well, kind of a few days, but it's about us. So
More developments.
more developments
But,
about the questing beast ad.
but
But
because we are not attention-seeking, we're not going to start with that.
no,
That is most important.
yes, okay. So this week there was. At least, I'm not sure if
You
it
going
was.
to explain it to me because, to be honest, I didn't pay full attention to it because a lot of things were happening right at the house this week, and I
Yeah.
was a bit distracted. I just got snippets of it, but I didn't got the whole story.
So there are several things happening at the same time, but basically it was the reaction of Jason Tondro, which is D&D's lead designer, about people complaining uh, specifically about that I think it's 2 pages. They mentioned that 2 pages. 2 pages at the beginning of the 50th anniversary edition, where he mentions that all those white dudes were racist and sexist and bigots, and they should all have died long time. Well, it's not exactly like this, but it kind of something like that. And then he had a reaction that wasn't probably the best one. I guess we should share the screen now, and you can see it here. So this is from that hopefully nice place that I love, Reddit. Not that I read Reddit, but I was looking
Now
for
you
some.
discover Reddit, but it's like that
No, I googled
automobile accident.
I just googled Jason Tondro because I was looking for this print screen, and it directed me to Reddit immediately. So this is the tweet or post.
That's
No,
a
it's
nice.
probably this is Facebook, right?
Yes,
This is
I
Facebook.
don't know.
It might be Facebook.
Yeah, it's long. Yeah, it seems
Well,
like Facebook.
it's
Yes.
not.
Okay,
It's not Reddit. It's not Reddit. It's not
X,
Twitter
so it's
X.
probably
So it's
yes.
probably
Oh, yeah,
Facebook. Yeah.
the
Well,
heart
the
with
likes
the
and
hands. Yes,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Facebook.
It must be Facebook. I don't think he's on Twitter anymore.
We don't
Probably.
even recognize a Facebook print screen anymore. This is how much people
No.
are using
Yeah.
Facebook.
So he's talking to someone. I don't know who. Early in the book's development, the marketing team asked me what sort of critiques we should expect and prepare for. And I and the editors agreed the problem was going to be from progressives and people from underrepresented groups who justly took offense at the language of old D&D. I didn't write the preface until late, and I wrote it to address these concerns. It never occurred to me I would rouse the ire of the grognards. It's obvious now that I look back on it, but I just don't take those critics seriously even now. I consider these people, or those people actually, not worth listening to, so I didn't anticipate their outrage. Okay, so basically he said, fuck you all, grognards. I don't care. Well, he's an old guy.
That is the part that
Well,
is funny. Doesn't he know he's an old granard himself?
but probably is not a grognard because you would have to identify himself as someone who still plays an old school game, and it's not really the case. I don't know who this guy is, so I know that the pundit was talking about, and then he said that he just did a couple of things, nothing relevant. And well, I remember watching his interview for the documentary, I think, and he sounded like a California girl. So, I don't know. He's probably a gay guy from California. I don't know. What did he do? I have no idea. Well, he has a LinkedIn page, so we can check it out here. Probably not much. Well, he's been. Oh yeah, he was from Paizo. Yeah, he was a developer there. But
Oh,
before
yeah,
this,
people were saying on X that he was from Paizo.
and apparently he was the owner and operator of something called Perambulations Press, which has a very stupid name, from March 93 to March 2022. So he managed to be completely irrelevant for 20 years in the role-playing market, and then he was hired by Paizo. Okay, that makes sense. Now I understand. I have never heard about perambulations. I'll have to check it out. What the fuck is this? It does say that is a small publisher. Yeah, very small. It doesn't exist anymore. There's a link for Drive to, but it doesn't exist anymore. Well, who cares? So there was this, right? And then Elon Musk entered the discussion.
I think that's what one when I noticed. Yes.
Yeah. So there's something interesting here that I would like to share. This article on this is the Independent, so-called newspaper. Dungeons and Dragons and Transformers fans horrified, but well, it's horrified at the idea of Elon Musk buying Hasbro. Yeah, they aren't actually horrified.
I mean, I don't know. Why would the Transformers? What type of Transformers are they talking?
Those giant robots.
I thought it was the other ones, the other type of Transformers.
Oh, the Troons. No. They are talking about. Well, it's not really. It has nothing to do with Dungeons and Dragons, but they belong to Hasbro.
Yes.
So the interesting part is that I was scrolling down, looking for the horrified people, but then there's Grams here, and there's
Definitely not horrified.
Elon Musk and Ian Miles Shell. None of these people were horrified. I don't know. Maybe there's some Twitter user with 10 followers that complained.
Oh, My Little Pony.
I don't think there was. Well, I don't know how they justify that. Well, probably some irrelevant person that was horrified. This is silly. Well, it's
Nobody was horrified. Yeah.
Nobody reads the Independent anymore, so.
Yeah, people were excited, I guess.
Yeah. Well.
At least the D&D role players, not D&D fans, role players.
Probably not. As someone who hasn't been interested in D&D for 25 years, maybe more, I could say that I couldn't care less about what happens to Wizards of the Coast or Hasbro, but, and this is a big but, in this case, Elon Musk buying it would be amazing, just because it would annoy the hell out of the liberals, and you probably fire everybody there. So yeah, it would be fun. I couldn't care less about the result. He could close it down and shove D&D down the memory hole. I don't care, but just the concept of that guy buying that company, the concept of Elon Musk buying any woke company would be fun. I don't care about the company, but it would be fun. So yeah, I'm all for this. Of course, it was joking, right? He tweeted the exact same thing he tweeted about Twitter. How much does it cost? Mm-hmm. So he was joking, and he probably has made a joke about other companies before.
Yeah.
So, and he's not going to buy every woke company just to piss off the wokeists. But in this case, in this particular case, I could understand that it could be useful.
Weren't people saying that he wanted to buy a computer, a game
computer? Yeah, he did tweet that, or X.
Yes, I don't know, but I'm not sure. I know D&D has some. I think Hasbro probably has some rights into computer games.
Yeah, well, Baldur's Gate probably. I don't know how that works, but yeah,
but not
a bunch of.
But not just D&D. I'm saying in the whole company, because Hasbro is a.
I don't know. No, probably not. But what they have is the IPs. So they have Dragonlance, they have Greyhawk, they have all those things. So
no, but I'm thinking, for example, yes, if they have Transformers, maybe they don't do, but they have the IPs, so they could do probably.
If he purchased Hasbro, he could do. Games with all those things, and they haven't been doing a lot, I guess, because I don't know. Well, the role-playing games are expensive to make, so they just did Baldur's Gate, and I don't remember if they did something else before that, but I don't think so. So, oh no, about the the other thing. Is there something else that you
Oh
should?
no, yeah, because again, people were talking about Gygax being a bad
Yes,
person,
yes.
whatever, because
No,
he's a.
that's the origin of
There was
this.
another thing with the Bob the Builder that I didn't really
Yeah,
catch.
so that guy did a video about this, and he was saying that. Well, I didn't see the video, but apparently he was saying that it's not really a relevant complaint about this new book because I don't know what. I don't know. Well, I
No,
never
I think
watched.
his account went private for some time because of the
Yes,
pushback that he got. So
yeah. So if you,
whatever it was, whatever he said was very
yeah,
smart.
well,
That guy
I've
annoys me. I don't like him.
yeah that's the kind of person, but that just by looking at his profile picture on X, I immediately know everything he likes and if every opinion he has, and I do not want to watch them, to watch his videos or anything. That guy is obviously a woke cuck because he looks like a woke cuck. He might not talk about politics in his
That's why
videos, but
you're
he
being a
looks
bad
like that.
person. That's why
Yeah,
people don't like you.
exactly.
But I really get annoyed when people give examples about why Gygax was a bad person when they use that thing that he said that there were not a lot of that he always played with women, but there's not a lot of women playing just because it's not in women don't want to play games, and that's true.
Yes. Well, and then
Not in the same way that men play games, and not the same type of men, not the same type of games. And definitely, I know a lot of female gamers, and I would say they're not your normal women. Nerd girls are different.
yeah, nerd girls
They're more
have
like guys.
they have sometimes they are exactly like guys. They have. I'm not talking about the troons. I'm talking about the ugly ones. Um, but yeah, they have a more they have male tastes. Nerd girls have male tastes. There are some non-nerd girls that have male tastes, like bikers. There are biker girls, and that's they look a little bit not masculine, but well, a bit. They have a certain way of walking and moving around. So it's not exclusive to nerds. There are other people and other kinds of hobbies or activities that have male tastes. But most women do not have male tastes. And so that's why, even today, when they say, no, the hobby is changing, no, it's not. It's not. There are some grifters around that are black women. I actually don't think there are any black women actually playing role playing games because the intersection of all the demographics. So women do not usually play role playing games. Um Most are white. So that is okay. Maybe there are 5 black women that actually play role playing games because they want to, and not because they have a YouTube channel where they pretend to play role playing games. So yeah, no,
Even when they play, so this there's a lot of the people that are the woke side of the game. They're not playing the same. Okay, they're not playing.
no, they are not. No, I don't think they are
I
actually
mean, they're
playing.
playing soap operas.
They are
You know,
pretending.
the way that we say that even when they play, I mean, they're playing love stories.
They are play. Yeah, okay. They are playing online.
Beverly Hills.
They are doing streams where they are playing for the YouTube channel. I do not think they are playing because they have fun playing games because they couldn't have fun playing that shit. So I think it's just for show, basically. They do not do that on their free time. They are doing that to to post to their YouTube channels and all that. But I don't think they are actually involved in a hobby as it's supposed to be. So the demographics around role playing games might have changed a little bit, but not that much. And the little bit that may have changed was that some women started playing, more women started playing over the years, which is kind of normal. Maybe in newer generations there were more women, but they won't be there for long. It's just like men usually don't stay that long when they
Because
grow
they
up.
go to the kitchen.
Yeah, no, not the same. It's the same with men. Most people, when they are kids, they would. It's if it's fashionable as it is, as it was a couple of years ago. They'll pick it up, they'll buy the books, and then they'll play it a few times, but then they'll find another hobby and forget about it. And I'm sure that more women will do that than men when they get to a certain age. So there's not really a big change. And again, there was what we can say. So the Gygax, one of his daughters was saying that he was a man of his time or something like that, and blah blah blah. Not really. I don't know. I mean, in his personal life,
I'm sure he
maybe.
was a man of his time.
Yeah, well, he was a man of his time, and he was a man of my time as well because we were alive at the same time. So uh, now, in his personal life, maybe he was a sexist. I don't know. Perhaps I don't know him. But does whatever he did for Dungeons and Dragons proves he was a bigot or a sexist because there was a fighting man, or because he said that women aren't interested in Dungeons and Dragons, or because there were some characteristics, I don't know, for female characters, maybe some disadvantages about strength or something like that. No, that's all true. I mean, fighting men have been men forever, basically, except for the last, what, 40 years, 50 years? And even during those decades, yeah, there are some women in the armies, but not everywhere. So, and before that, yeah, women weren't fighting and they weren't men. So fighting men makes sense. And yeah, women are not as strong as men, obviously.
How dare you?
How dare me? So, for example, we can talk about each other. So, you, we are about the same size
Hmm.
and weight, kind of, but I'm
Yeah,
stronger than you.
yes.
So, even when the people are in the same size and the same, they should be kind similar, but not really. Men are stronger. That's
But that's stupid because obviously that's a biology fact. But
yes,
apparently we
of
cannot
course.
talk about biology.
The same way, apparently, women are more resistant to pain, right? But
Apparently, well,
apparently, I don't know if that's a fact or not, but apparently they are more resistant to pain.
I think they say that because of childbirth and all that. So
Mm.
maybe.
So it's a possibility, but still, when you are going to a fight, you're not expecting to be hurt. We are expecting to hurt the
Well,
others.
women have more agility. Naturally, men have more strength. We can use the
Yeah.
comparison with that.
So all of that makes sense. If he was a sexist, Gygax, I mean, if he was a sexist in his private life, we'll never know, I guess, unless someone does an expose about that. But through whatever he wrote, unless someone will find a post somewhere, but no, they won't find, because if there was, they would have already revealed it. And nothing that I've read wrote by him makes me believe that he was well, he wasn't a progressive. Good for him. I wasn't a progressive either, and I'm still not. So that's cool. So no reason to cancel the man, and no reason to call him sexist or racist or a bigot in general. Of course, we are Nazis, so he was also a Nazi. He was maybe a little bit more Nazi than we were, because he was born in the, I don't know, 40s, no, 30s probably. So yeah, and he's not around anymore, so he cannot defend himself and say what he thinks about this. So yeah. Okay, so we have talked about that part of the news. Now we're going
Now
to
we
talk.
can talk about the other part.
It's also about news, but it's about
It's very exciting or
making
not.
the news. We've made the news. Well, we can say this, these are news, but it's something. Okay, so let's share the screen again.
And someone called this to our attention, so Miguel is not supposed
Yes.
to
So
get it.
no, I don't read this.
I want to show, go up because I want to show the name
Yeah.
of. So we appeared in something called The Rascal, or we were mentioned.
So before we go into this,
What is The Rascal?
let's see what is the Rascal. So we are a new, independent, reader support, worker-owned outlet for journalism about tabletop role-playing games and the people who make them. Okay, I have news for them. This is not journalism. This is a blog. They are publishing their opinions. This is not journalism. And I know that because I was one of those guys when journalism was a thing. And yeah, this is not a new the
Oh,
thing.
Polygon. One of them comes from Polygon.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And Icebreaker and
I don't
Gizmo.
know about, but I Polygon. I've
This
yes,
is all woke
yeah, of
published
course.
websites. Right, free or die. Yeah, of course. Okay, so let's go back. This is about what happened at the Questing Beast channel when we advertised there. That image there is from the video, and obviously this is more about what happened, the reaction from Questing Beast than about us, because we are irrelevant, but still we are mentioned here. So no politics, and so no politics is about Questing Beast. Obviously, he's the one trying to not get involved in politics. Is always a red flag, even when defending your tabletop business. Bigoted money spent, but not without consequences. Bigoted money was mine.
Yes,
He won't spend it because he
he gave it
refunded.
back. Yes.
Yeah. So we have here the article. Tabletop RPG designer and prominent game reviewer Ben Questing Beast Milton courted criticism last week. He didn't court criticism. He didn't know. In the comments of a video discussing Zedek Siev and Munkau's, these people have
Wretch of the Roach God.
reach of the roach god.
Reach.
It's not wretched. Viewers weren't upset with the video's content, that's true, which fits squarely in Milton's modus operandi of investigating a book from an overhead camera, but instead focusing on its sponsor, the Red Room, which is us, of course. Members of the audience had either clocked the Red Room by reputation, probably just a small amount of them, or followed the link Milton provided in the video's description. Designer, should I say my name as they would pronounce it, Miguel Ribeiro, team were not shy about aligning themselves. This is a link for our site.
Aligning themselves in the self-proclaimed controversial studio. That sentence doesn't make sense.
With the kind of okay, so they were not shy about aligning themselves in the self-proclaimed controversial studio with a brand of reactionary politics that includes fighting against the pussification of the hobby. This is in my bio.
Yes.
Book Mind Virus, I think it's in. Well,
Yes.
you probably only read my bio.
I don't know, because I also talk about woke mind, but you probably only read yours. Yes.
And so-called progressive game designers. Ribeiro's X account, which doubles as the company's official handle, is rife with transphobia, bigotry, and support for both AI-generated art and some of the biggest conservative grifters on the dying platform.
I don't know what is the dying platform or what are the biggest conservative grifters that is.
I assume that they are talking about the people I retweet. Guys like in the last few days, it was about this
Yes.
subject. Ian Miles Chang, I think they call him a grifter because
Okay. Because I was thinking if it was by role-playing games, like I was.
I don't think so. No, they probably don't. No, that's probably no. He's probably
Yeah.
thinking about other people.
That is true. That would
I'm
be
assuming.
too, yeah, this is the lazy version. You're right. You just saw what you did last week.
Yeah, probably. So I can check it. What I was retweeting. Maybe there are some other people. Maybe he considers Elon Musk to be a conservative grifter. I don't know. James Woods, perhaps. I don't know. Clifton Duncan, maybe. Grams, Rothmus. Yeah, it was these people probably. Okay, so we are not our website doesn't say that we are reactionaries. There's no mention to reactionary politics there. We did the other things that are quotes. The ones between quotes are actually quotes. Now, I'm not sure if it's rife with bigotry. Perhaps, well, if you are transphobia, I wouldn't call it transphobia. I would call it common sense. But yeah, for them, it's bigotry. Support for both AI-generated art. Well, mentions that.
Yes.
There's probably some
We
mentions.
don't only support, we use it.
Yes. So, well, if you use it, you support it.
Yeah.
And obviously, then comes the part that everybody was looking at. I
Yeah.
was pointing out that the Red Room had advertised a meltdown sale on November 7, 2 days after the US presidential election, described as perfect for those savoring a little liberal overreaction.
Reaction.
The accompanying illustration, clearly generated by AI prompts, oh my god, was it? Good gracious. Oh my. Contains a dozen wailing people intentionally portrayed as overweight white women, actually, with dyed blue hair. One bears an incorrect representation. Oh my god. Is it true? Let me check it. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know. Possibly.
Yeah, the pride flag is not corrected. Yeah.
Let me
There's
say
an old pride
let me
flag.
say something about that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about your flag. It's not my flag, so I don't care. But the Palestinian flag is okay.
Yes.
Um, and another way is the Palestinian. Yeah, it doesn't correct that. In short, a bingo card for what terminally online conservatives imagine as their political opponents. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the
Who is
journalistic
terminally
accuracy here. Uh, I'm not terminally online. I am not a conservative, and this is not imagination. They no, not they don't all look like that, but their women look like that, and some of their men also look like that. So yeah, it's everything is wrong about this.
For some reason, he looked at it. Oh, this is supposed to be liberals. Yes, it's.
Yeah, of course these are liberals. So who wrote this? Chase Carter. I'm assuming Chase Carter is a man from Texas. Oh, that's nice. Uh, okay, just checking. Okay, nothing interesting here.
Mhm.
Okay, so just a little bit of additional comments about this. This is not journalism. This is not news. This is opinion, and it's worse than that because calling yourself a journalist,
Investigative
and then
journalism, blah blah
of
blah.
course a website that is about journalism can also have opinion, but it's not labeled as opinion. It's just another article there. But worse than that, it's even unfundamented opinion. It's basically going from a very basic and quick search through our website where you just looked at my bio, and then you saw the blog article that announced that thing, and then you just look at my Twitter and said, "Oh, okay, he's talking about
Very
crypto."
good.
Okay, nice. If you want to have some lessons on what journalism is, you can reach out to me and I will tell you about it.
I think you want to do some video. Yeah, you need to do some criticizing the news.
I
This
think, yeah, I think
this
I
is
think,
not how you do it.
yes. I would have a stroke probably because there's an issue with this. American journalism hasn't been like the European version, at least not the Southern European version of journalism. It always had some kind of opinion. The journalist usually has some more free reign to give his opinion about things, not like this, of course. But yeah, nowadays it's propaganda, and it's starting to be propaganda here as well. So it's everywhere. It's not anymore the fact that Anglo-Saxon style of doing journalism was a little bit more opinionated. Now it's everywhere. Now it's journalism is dead. It's all propaganda. So fuck them. I'm not going to start reading the Rascal just because they mentioned this. But it was funny anyway. Not because they Not because they talked about this, but because the way they wrote the
Mhm.
article was fun. And well, maybe we will have some more insults coming from website visitors.
Yeah, well, their insults they're always a bit, what can I say, weak and unimaginative.
Yeah, they just say bastard,
Yeah,
bigot, this
lame.
lame. Yeah, it's probably kids. It's probably just kids. Woke
Let's
kids.
hope so.
Yeah, well, or they are retarded adults. Either way, I don't care. I care a little bit. It's funny. When it's funny, I care a little bit. I have a short laugh, and then I delete it, and then I go on with my day. If you want to keep on doing well, I'm not sure. I don't. I'm sure they are not watching this video, so I'm not going to invite them to keep on insulting me. But if they want to, why not? They can even send death threats if they want. It would be funny. I will show them. If you send me death threats, I will show them on the on the YouTube channel. Insults, not really, because they are just basically it's that you're a bastard, you're a cunt, you're not whatever. So it's just a small sentence. It's not really worth of analyzing.
We don't deserve that yet. Yeah, you need
No,
to
they don't
work
deserve it.
harder.
They have to grow up a little bit so we can give them some publicity. Is there something else that we should?
No, I think it's enough. I'm just sad because that they always ignore me when they're attacking you for your bigotry. Normally, I
Yeah.
get ignored
And you
instead
know why?
because I'm a woman.
Yes, it's funny, right? And we are the sexists and the bigots.
Yeah,
Well, you are the guys calling women non-transgender women or
yeah,
bleeding holes or whatever. I mean, that's these people are extremely silly. Okay, this video is too long.
yeah. Let's go. Let's stop.
Let's stop. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.